I still have no idea if what I'm about to eat is going to be sweet or savory. That is like if Little Debbie's snack cakes were expensive. Screw everything I have ever said about chocolate and orange together. Okay, so as you'll notice, today's turkey taste testing is from a Universal Yums box. This is actually their May box. I was trying to do a monthly taste testing of their boxes, but time just got away from me, and before I knew it, the next box was already being shipped to me. But I also didn't want to not do a taste testing of all of this fun stuff. So this is just a taste testing of snacks and candy from Turkey. I'm really excited about this. If you are curious about the actual box itself, I'd recommend going back and watching my first Universal Yums box, which was Spain, and I went through and actually gave a full rundown of this box. And then since then I have also done Italy and South Korea, was the one I did a few weeks ago, and now today I'm gonna do Turkey. But I'm just not gonna go through the whole box the way I normally do and show everything. I'm just gonna taste test the most interesting looking things. I'll still show everything that's in the box, but I'm not gonna dive in the same way. All right, so there's 13 things in here. Okay, just looking at this little book of what's in here, I am already very excited. So normally what I do is I reach into the box and I just grab whatever I grab, but this time I'm gonna go through and I'm going to attempt to do what I do in most of my other taste testing videos, which is where I try to save what I'm hoping is the best for last. So I'm gonna start with what I think is gonna be my least favorite things, and then go to what I think is gonna be my most favorite things, and we're gonna see how accurate I am based on what I know about myself and prejudging these snacks and candies. And you shouldn't prejudge, but let's be real, when it comes to a lot of things food wise, I feel like we judge. When it comes to wine, I know you're not supposed to, but I would prefer to buy my wine based on the bottles. I don't even like wine, but the bottles are cool. Okay, these are honey mustard and onion rice cakes. Okay, so I thought I wasn't going to deep dive into this box too much, but some of these facts are too interesting to not share. So this says, here's an extra sticky fun fact. Every fall, Turkey produces the second most honey of any country on the planet, and yet barely any is exported. Why? Because domestic demand is sky high. We can't really blame Turks for keeping it. Not only do they have some truly amazing varieties, their Centauri honey, if harvested from a cave, costs over $10,000 for 2 pounds, but they also know how to put it to delicious use. These rice cakes coated in sweet and spicy honey mustard seasoning will show you what all the buzz is about. Let's see if that's true. Alright, I see a decent amount of seasoning there. They're okay. For the fact that the whole paragraph here was about honey, I would have thought I was going to taste a lot more honey, but they're good. I mean, if you like rice cake snacks like this, they're good. All right. Auto nuts, roasted and salted yellow chickpeas. I don't love the texture of that. I thought it was going to be crunchy like other roasted chickpeas I've had, but that was more it almost turned not powdery, but biting into it was an odd sensation, and I felt like I needed water almost immediately, and there's not a ton of flavor to them. So I'm gonna say that's probably actually my least favorite thing that I've ever tried in any of these boxes. I seem to be kind of gravitating towards all the savory things first, so I think I'm going to start savory, finish sweet, just to keep my palate on that level. Ooh, but I think this I'm not going to like. Toasted paprika corn nuts. Okay, so it says hot. When it comes to spicy things, I'm a mid-level spice I can handle. So we'll see, but I'm going to read what it says. These are really good. They've got a nice kick, but they're not too spicy. They've got a lot of flavor, a great crunch. I feel like these would be really good on a salad as a fun topping, or mixed in a trail mix with this is the highlight of the trail mix. And there's a lot in here. This bag is full up to here, and I mean they're the size of corn kernels, so there is a decent amount in this bag. Okay, so I'm gonna try really hard to not butcher the name of what these are called, but and I'll put the word on the screen as well, but they are Baharat spice cracker chips. So, and this says that it is, the word I don't know how to pronounce, Baharat, is a blend of spices that's insanely popular all across the Middle East and especially Turkey. Ooh, the bag smells lovely. Okay, so it says that it's a cracker chip, and it definitely, the texture you get that, it's a slightly airier cracker texture, much like a chip. It really is a good cross between the two. And the flavor on these is amazing. Absolutely amazing. These are so good. Like, I would love to have this to just sit and like snack on while I'm watching TV or something like that. These are wonderful. Next up, vanilla tahini halva, Turkey's crumbly sesame sugar tradition. Okay, so this says that halva is a crumbly ground sesame confection locals have been loving since the 11th century. Okay, I wasn't really sure what to expect. It looks... I still have no idea if what I'm about to eat is going to be sweet or savory. I still have no idea, even smelling it. It smells kind of sweet, but it also kind of looks like gefilte fish. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the texture. The texture reminds me of astronaut ice cream, but slightly more dense. I was not expecting that. The flavor is sweet at first, but then you also taste the sesame, which is what tahini is made out of, sesame seeds. And then the aftertaste isn't my favorite. This is just all around really, probably the most odd thing I've ever tried in one of these boxes. It's very interesting. Okay, I'm fairly certain the rest of what's in this box is sweet, and I am happy with that. So we are going to move on to this thing that caught my eye, because please just look at this packaging. And these are orange and they're orange and cocoa cookies topped with citrus and cocoa sprinkles. The only reason I said is because I'm not a massive fan of orange and chocolate put together, but that's a me problem. Okay, well, this says, so basically each bite of these cocoa sprinkled orange filled tartlets is like tasting Mediterranean sunshine. So I must try. What do they look like? It smells good. It smells really good, actually. Screw everything I have ever said about chocolate and orange together. That is so good. There's so much flavor. So there's like the biscuit that's underneath, and that is sweet and flavorful, and the amount of orange jelly in it is a bit thick. Like, it's not like a super thin layer, and so it adds a ton of flavor. And then it's just chocolate sprinkles on top, so it's not like it's a huge amount of chocolate. These are lovely. Absolutely lovely. Like, so far my favorite thing in the box. All right, so I'm gonna go with this next. This is Cocoa Cream Mosaic Cookies featuring Turkish tahini, hazelnut, and cocoa. So they must really produce a lot of sesame seeds in Turkey, because there's a lot of stuff in here that has had sesame seeds, and tahini, which tahini, like I said, is made of sesame seeds. So it must be a very popular... I actually didn't read through this book. It might even say something about how popular it is. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, I couldn't find anything in here, but I will look it up, and if I find any sort of information, I will put it here for you to pause and read a little bit about whether or not it's something I'm assuming sesame seeds and chickpeas also, because there are multiple chickpea things in here, are probably largely harvested in Turkey, I would have to guess. Ooh, this says that Turkey is the world's #1 producer of hazelnuts. All right, so there's 4 cookies in here. Looks like that. Reminds me of a carnival. That's some good shit. If you like hazelnut and shortbread cookies, if you like those black and white cookies, this taste, yeah. Okay, these taste like black and white cookies, hazelnut, and like a little bit of shortbread all combined into one cookie. Actually, it more or less tastes like a black and white cookie with hazelnut on the inside. Either way, really good. Also, I just noticed I think this might be the first video where I've tasted every single thing in the box because I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Okay, so this is a coconut and coffee snowball cake, and it says it's speckled with Turkey's famous coffee beans. Okay, I'm excited to try this, especially because my friend Marta, who's done videos here with me on this channel before, she drinks Turkish coffee quite often, so I'm excited to try something from this turkey box that is coffee related. Ooh, look how funky that looks. It smells nice. Okay, now that is good. The coffee flavor, it is like a rich, decadent, really good coffee dessert. Like that is like if Little Debbie's snack cakes were expensive. That is good. Ooh. Oh, fun. Okay, so these are called Delight's Date Mamoul. I'm not sure if I'm saying that properly. Cookies like a Fig Newton, but with real dates. Oh, I'm excited to try these. I love Fig Newtons. Okay, so this is cool. So this says that during Eid, which is the Islamic holiday marking the end of the Ramadan fast, the streets of Turkey smell like 2 things, butter and dates. Why? Because everyone is baking, I hope I'm saying it right, mamoul cookies. They can be stuffed with all kinds of nuts and dried fruits. After all, their name means stuffed in Arabic. And they are the go-to for Eid, and they're soft, buttery, and gooey, and so I'm definitely going to be trying one of these. Oh, they smell wonderful. Wait, I want one. I got one that looks a little thick. That's not bad. I like the actual cookie itself. It's a little on the crispier side. And then the inside definitely tastes like medjool dates, where I wouldn't mind if it had, I think Fig Newtons are figs, which are a different flavor than dates. But either way, these are good. All right, so we're gonna dig into the Yum bag, which it's a little bag that has individual pieces of candy and stuff like that. And in today's, it looks like there's 2 different things in here. All right, so first up, these are mastic toffees. Taste the rare Turkish phenomenon. Dripping off the trees on the island of Chios, you'll find something fantastic, mastic. While locals are obsessed with the gummy sap in all of its refreshing, piney glory, they put in everything from liquors to food to cosmetics. Most of the world doesn't even know it exists. That's because it's harvested almost exclusively on Chios, hence the island's nickname, Island of Gum. Even though the island is no longer owned by the Turks, Greece claimed it in 1912, the rare flavor remains a local staple. Take a bite and decide, how fantastic is mastic really? Let's find out. I wish I could describe what this tastes like. I actually wish they would have described what it tasted like so I could pass it along, because I really, okay, first off, I feel the need to say I'm not a fan. It's it reminds me of, it doesn't taste like anise, but it reminds me of that kind of thing where it is a very hard, specific flavor profile. I don't even know how to describe it properly. It's very unique. It is very different. And it kind of actually does remind me of anise in a way. Like almost, not licoricey, but just that kind of, I don't know. I'm at loss for words. I apologize. I'm gonna move on. All right, so this, hello, is from the same brand, and it is a Mellow melon and lime chews. Wildly juicy lime meets sweet soft melon. All right, so they'll look like this with a little yellow dot on the inside. Ooh. Okay, I love the way that smells. I used to have a candle that smelled exactly like this, and I now wish I still had one. Oh, hell yeah. That kind of reminds me of a Now and Later, like a chewy Now and Later, but with even more flavor. That is so good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say these are probably my favorite thing in the box so far. For sure. So good. All right, so this is the second to last item. Yeah, second to last item in the box. And these are Turkish sour watermelon gummies. Okay, so these have set themselves up for some high standards because this says that in the city of, which is in Turkey, they have an annual watermelon and culture festival. And it is because that city, their watermelons are the country's biggest and juiciest, and annual attendees flock to taste them and to check out sculptures carved out of watermelon, the watermelon weighing contest, and even the watermelon beauty contest, which I want to know what that entails. But it says that we think this yum should win. Not only is it succulently sour, these watermelons are just so darn cute, so they've set themselves up some pretty high standards there. They are pretty cute though. Okay, they're really good. They've got a lot of really good flavor, and they actually remind me of Sour Patch watermelons. They're just not sour. Like if they had a lot more sour coating on them and they were slightly softer, they would probably be better than Sour Patch watermelons, but because they're not very sour, that kind of takes away from it a little bit, but they're still really good. The flavor's really good. All right, last and definitely not least, these are also from the same brand. I don't think I actually showed an up close of the watermelons. So there's the watermelons. And these last ones are ice cream gummies, and the flavors blueberry, strawberry, and vanilla. All right, first off, they're friggin' adorable. Hello. Okay, so these are easily one of the most unique gummies I've ever eaten in my life. So first off, they're quite large. They're very big so that you get a lot of flavor and they take a while to get through. Second, they have a creaminess factor to them, but they also have a tanginess factor to them, and their ability to meld the two nicely in a gummy is quite impressive. And because it provides just this very unique flavor of if you were to eat a creamy gummy and a regular tangy gummy at the same time, and it works. I honestly did not think that this is something that would have worked, and I was actually quite nervous for these when I realized I had saved these for last. I was like, wait, why did I save these for last? I'm probably not going to like these, but they're surprisingly very unique. And I was also worried about the blueberry flavor being a little weird, but I think the blueberry was actually my favorite. These are very different. Okay, so if you have ever personally tried any snacks or candy from Turkey that wasn't in this video, or even if it was in this video, I would love to know your thoughts on anything that you've ever tried, if there's anything that I should try, if you've tried any of this and have the same opinion, a different opinion, I would love to know. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to give my final thoughts, and I think my final thoughts are going to be that of the savory stuff, these things are, I'm excited to play with these, like put them on salad and just see what I can do with them. And I also am going to hopefully see if there are like more flavors of these little things, because this was wonderful as well. I have so much fun doing these videos and trying snacks and candy from different countries. It's so much fun. So I have so much fun with these videos. I hope you do too. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like it. Subscribe, because then I know that I should keep making more videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in said next videos. Bye!